Hello guys, what's up? This is Alan here, and I am bringing you the first ever Java tutorial by me here. The editor we are using is Sublime Text 2, and we're going to go ahead and look at some for loops today. So first of all, I'm going to save this as a .java file. I'm going to name it program1.java, and let's go ahead and start this. Let's just set up a simple program. And now for a for loop, we can use a for loop in order to repeat a statement based on a condition until that condition is not met, and then increment the counter. So first of all, we start off by going for open bracket, then we need to set a counter up, so we'll use an int, and we'll just say I, and we'll make it equal to 0, and then we'll say while for I is less than 10, I plus plus, and open your brackets, and in here we're going to say system dot out dot print, and then inside the brackets we're going to say the number is space, and we're going to add in I as well. I, and we'll just put a little space in there, and let's run this. And you can see, let's just take a new line here. System dot out dot print line, there we go. The number is 0, the number is 1, the number is 2, 3, 4, 5, right up to 9, and that is because our counter starts at 0 here, as you can see here, and then it carries out whatever's inside the for loop 10 times, and because Java and most programming languages start at 0, you can see here 0 to 9 is 10 values. If we wanted this to start at 1, we could start this at 1, or we could just go I plus 1, and that would give us the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now this is a brilliant way. You can use this for loop in order to fill up an array of numbers. So if we wanted to use this for loop to fill up an array of numbers from a user's input, we could say, first of all, we'll declare our array. So we'll say int open bracket close bracket my array equals new int, and we'll make it five values. So inside this for loop, what we do then, we'll just take out these two print statements. What we do inside here is we say int, we say my array, and we specify I, which means my array element number. This is the element number, and it's starting at 0, which is the first element inside an array, and it's going to go up to the 9th element, which is 10 full cycles. My array I equals getScannerInput dot and int, enter element number, and then we're just going to say I plus 1. So what this is going to do is it's going to ask the user to input element number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we'll just make that 5. We're making this 5 so it runs through this cycle 5 times, and we've allocated 5 to the array. So if we run this, enter element number 1, or sorry, let me redo this. Element number plus, and I just do a tab there. Let's run that. Enter element number 1, and let me just take one tab out. Enter element number 1, so we can say 56, 23, 67, 12, 67, and that has stored those values inside our array of 5. So we can also use a for loop to print out our elements in the array. So let's specify this again, int I, and because this is a counter, we can use the variable I as many times as we want. Less than 5. Just copy out the for loop from above, and in order to print out the array, all we have to do is say system.out.print, and we just say my array I, and we'll put a tab in between those, and just here we'll have .println the values in the array are, and that'll take the new line, and let's just put in here I element number plus I plus 1 plus and that should print out all the elements in this array which we'll take input for. So let's try it. Oh, 2 seconds. Plus. So enter element number 1, 45, 78, 12, 34 and 65. Element number 1, 45, and it just prints out what we've told it to print out. The values in the array are, and it's just basically taking these and placing them and printing them out for us. So you can see how useful the for loop is in order to take a user's input instead of basically doing this my array 0 equals getScannerInput dot and int, and then enter element number 1, and then copying this 5 times because there's 5 elements in the array. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now that will do the exact same thing as our one line for loop, this, except there's 5 lines. So if I'll just show you that working, I'll copy this for loop just to print these out again. This is where it comes in so handy. So let's run this. So it'll ask us to enter element numbers, it'll print them out, then it'll ask us 5 times again using this stupid method. So let's do this. It's just random numbers. It's printed them out and now it's asking us again. But this is the longer way. So you can see that a for loop really does shorten your code. Now that's just 1 line and this is 5 lines. So make sure you make use of for loops and it'll really save you time and a lot of lines in your code. Cheers.